What is going on, everybody? Hello, this is ZXZackie Xan, ZX, whatever you'd like to call me on this day or evening. And I'm back here again with another War Within beta video. This time we'll be covering the Mage hero talent tree of Frostfire. If you haven't seen already, I've already covered Sunfury. So this time I'm covering Frostfire. And long story short, what the Frostfire talent tree offers is a little bit more of a sense of sustainability / consistency, where Sunfury offers like high burst damage, you know, like interval times and crap like that. So let me get into it. So the first talent that you get for Frostfire is called Frostfire Mastery. Basically explains that you're damaging fire or frost spells also grant a form of what is called fire or frost mastery. They're two different buffs. Fire mastery increases your haste by 1%, frost mastery increases your mastery by 1%, both for 14 seconds. They both stack up to 6 times. So long story short is, while you're doing your combos, your rotations, or whatever, you're going to be building up these fire or frost mastery stacks. Second talent tree down, you have a choice between imbued warding or meltdown. I don't really think either one will make that much of a difference between what you pick. The first one, it's like you get a second shield when you I'm on fire right now, and fire has blazing barrier. When you cast that, you also get ice barrier, which is just more shield, more survivability. If you're aiming for raid / mythics, neither of these actually really even matter, because it's not about survivability, it's about damage and whatever. I went with meltdown, which is basically when you use ice block, you can move during the ice block, and you can move more so. Look, over time it basically is like a debuff that's decreasing over time. I thought it was cool. I thought it was unique. When I'm questing or leveling right now or soloing, I find myself using ice block more importantly than I find myself using whatever barrier move I have. Again, it doesn't really actually matter which one you go with, but yeah. In the second tree, you also get Frostfire Bolt, which is actually like your bread and butter for this spec. If you don't know what Frostfire Bolt is, it's like Fireball and Frostbolt put together. So if you're fire or frost, you're not going to be using Fireball or Frostbolt anymore. You're going to be using this, because it's both in one. It does good damage and slows the person or the target, and also does a dot where it's damage over time. It also will generate a stack of both fire and frost mastery, because remember, that's the first thing it's all about stacking this. Watch, see how we got both stacks of this. This is, for all I know, the only move that is both frost and fire. So look, you already have, yeah, banger. Next we have, again, another pick between elemental affinity or flame and frost. Again, this is one of those things where I don't think either one is going to make or break you. I took elemental affinity, which is the cooldown of my frost spells, blah blah blah, have a reduced cooldown of 30%. You know, ice block, frost nova, ice nova, shifting power, all these moves are now going to be, their cooldown is reduced by 30%, as opposed to this one, which categorize resets the cooldown of your frost spells with the same type of cooldown. Anything under 4 minutes gets reset. Keep it a buck with y'all, I don't even really know what categorize is. We'll try to find out real quick. Yeah, see, like, I'm out here, I don't even know what it, oh, here we go. Fatal damage. This is one of those things where it's like, if you were about to get killed, instead of getting killed, you get brought back to 35% health, and you get all these buffs. Again, I'm not really plotting on dying like that. As you being a mage, you're not really like, not even supposed to be taking damage to begin with. So we're just going to take the base cooldown reduction, which is always nice. Moving down, we have isothermic core. Comet Storm now also calls down a meteor at 100% effectiveness onto the location. Meteor also calls down a Comet Storm at 150. I don't know what Comet Storm is, to be honest. Next, we have a thing that's going to reduce Frostfire Bolt cast time by 10%, which is always good because you're going to be using that move. You also have this one, casting damage. Frostfire has a high chance to increase the damage of your next Frostfire Bolt by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. That's also worth investing in. This is one of the ones where I'm like, it honestly can make a little bit of a difference between which one you want to go with. We're so early in beta and game testing that it's really hard to, decipher which one is going to give you that little bit of an edge, because one of them might. Moving on, we have Frostfire Infusion. Your Frost and Fire spells have a chance to trigger an additional bolt of Frostfire, dealing a little bit of damage. This is like a lot of masteries for a lot of classes where it's like Arms Warrior or Marksman Hunter, where it's like the masteries, like every hit has a chance to trigger another additional hit at reduced damage. So yeah, this is just like another chance of casting a little Frostfire bolt, extra damage. Going down, we have Excess Frost. When you reach maximum stacks of Frost Mastery, your next Phoenix Flame will cast Ice Nova at 200%. When you consume it, the cooldown of your meteor is reduced by 5 seconds. See, this is one of those things that I find funny, because meteor is a talent that you have to like spec into or opt into. So this is a talent that's going to help you the cooldown. Like, what if you don't take meteor? That's what I'm getting at. So long story short is like you have to spec into meteor in your fire talent tree so that this is in any way valuable. Next, we have Frostfire Empowerment. Your spells have a chance to grant you what is called Frostfire Empowerment, causing your next Frostfire Bolt to be an instant cast, deal 50% increased damage, and also explode to nearby targets and grant you the maximum benefit of Frostfire Mastery and refresh its duration. It's what I've found about this Frostfire class. It's about those stacks of Frost and Fire or Frostfire or whatever mastery. And this right here, long story short, is like you have a chance to gain all those stacks at once. Reaching maximum stacks of your Fire Mastery causes your next Fire Blast to apply Living Bomb at 150% effectiveness. When this explodes, it reduces the cooldown of Phoenix Flame. Again, it's all about those stacks of masteries. Yeah, this one's Frost, and this one's Fire. Then the last one, Flash Freeze Burn. When you do gain Frostfire Empowerment, it grants you maximum benefit of Frostfire Mastery and refreshes its cooldown. Activating Combustion or Icy Veins grants you Frostfire Empowerment, which is nice that if you're going to try to burst somebody, when you cast Combustion, look, I already have Frostfire, and now I have 6 stacks of both the masteries. You see, it's all about really trying to have those. You don't even really have to try. If you're playing the class at all in any way, you're gonna have max stacks of both. I think they do get consumed is what I'm trying to realize. Let me see. Oh, so once you get to 6 stacks, they go down, and then you have to reset it. So that's really it. I'm not trying to make this video too long. I'm trying to kind of give you the gist or the general explanation for what is Frostfire and the hero talent tree. And like I said when I started this video, it's more about longevity, consistency, sustainability as a caster in a fight. Where if you watched my other video on Sunfury is like a burst class, which is good for bursting. But if you don't, like we live in a day and age in WoW where it's like if you do a boss fight, you can't just burst the boss 0 to 100. You have to actually fight the boss for a given amount of time, you know. And Frostfire basically gives you a form of adaptability. What's the word I was thinking about? It lets you continue the fight, and you don't have to worry about like, oh, I gotta do all my damage during the burst. No, you basically get the whole boss fight or whatever to do damage. Where Sunfury is like you get this little interval of time. Like I could be like, boom, that's Sunfury. Where Frostfire, it's like you gotta keep up with things, you gotta manage stacks, you gotta manage this and that. And in my opinion, I think you'll get more damage overall over time from Sunfury than you will from Frostfire than you will Sunfury. And like, don't get me wrong, I like both hero talent trees. I like the idea of them if you do PvP. You know, again, they both have their pros and cons. Sunfury, it's like you gotta kill this person now. Frostfire is like, if you don't kill them now, don't worry, because you still have this, that, and that. I'll do a little bit of a rotational run before I end this video. But that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, or comment if there's anything you want to see in the War Within beta right now. I'm trying to produce content that is informative. It gives you guys a glimpse into what to expect in the new expansion. So that being said, again guys, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to check out my other videos, and yeah, have a great night.